Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a detailed look at weather for the next 7 days across the British Isles. Today we're doing the weekend forecast. We've got some interesting weather. It looks like it's going to be really quite warm for the middle part of the week, particularly across England and Wales. And then it's going to get much colder as we go towards the end of the week with the winds going into the north. So some big contrasts and big changes in the weather in the coming week, and we'll talk about that in a moment. Before I go on, videos on HV advertising. There's ads on all my weather pages at gasweathervids.com. These ads paid for the website, so if you see an ad you like, please click on it, go through to the website of the advertiser, and you'll be supporting gasweathervids.com if you do that. Also want to mention websites I'm using for the video. I've got the charts coming from weathercentre.de and weatheroutlook.com, and also the radar picture coming from the UK Met Office. All three of those websites can be found on my links page. And just a quick heads up that later on I'm going to be doing the first forecast for the bank holiday weekend, the May Day bank holiday weekend. There'll be a brief forecast turning up later on today, so look out for that if you're interested in what weather may be doing in a couple of weeks' time. So this is today's radar picture. We've got virtually universally dry conditions across the British Isles today. Unusual to see this, but we have got some cloud and light rain coming into the far northwest of Scotland, and that's really ahead of the next weather system that's going to be moving in to Scotland and Northern Ireland tonight. But this is today's pressure chart. We've got high pressure really dominating across the country at 1,030 millibars, so it's not a bad time to reset your barometer. But we have got low pressure up around Iceland, and that low pressure will be feeding in weather systems later on today and through the course of tonight into the northwest. But for the bulk of the country today, it really is a superb spring day, good sunny spells. It's not particularly warm. The temperatures are a little bit on the chilly side. Just looking at temperatures in the south, maximums of around 12 or 13 degrees. 13 is 55 Fahrenheit. That's not too bad, really. It's about where we should be probably for the time of year, but it doesn't feel that warm. And in the north, we're looking at temperatures of around 8, 9 or 10. It will turn cloudier and breezier across Scotland and Northern Ireland later on in the afternoon, as indicated by these ice bars beginning to tighten. But overall, it's a pretty good Saturday in many parts of the country. Now overnight, that low pressure will start to move in off the Atlantic. It'll be bringing cloud and rain in across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Most of the rain to the north and the west, but some rain will probably get across to eastern and central Scotland later on in the night. Further south, we're looking at clear skies across England and Wales. It's going to be another cold night. There could be a frost with temperatures as low as freezing, -1, -2 in rural areas. In towns and cities, probably just down to 2 or 3 degrees. That is low enough even there for a touch of ground frost, but most of the real frost will be out in the countryside. Now, as we move through into Sunday, we're going to find that weather system moving southwards across the country, but I think for the southeast, we're looking at a dry day. I did the London Marathon forecast the other day. The forecast for the London Marathon is still very much as it was, with largely dry and sunny conditions throughout the course of Saturday across London, probably turning cloudier and hazier through the afternoon, but I think it really will stay dry down in the southeast throughout the whole of Sunday. But further north, we are going to have a wet start for Scotland, Northern Ireland, and that rain will push down into northern England, Wales, southwest England, possibly into the Midlands as well by the end of the afternoon, with sunshine and showers following to the north. Some of those showers could be quite heavy. The southeast, as I say, mainly dry with sunshine fading towards cloud. Temperatures on Sunday, well, still up to around 14, maybe 15 degrees in the far southeast, but otherwise we're looking at temperatures of around 9, 10 or 11. It will be a little bit cooler up in the north and west, because there'll be less sunshine, of course. Now that weather system will fizzle out across the country as we go into Sunday night. It'll never really make it into the southeast. And then on Monday, we're looking at this next area of low pressure starting to move in, and that's going to be bringing a warm front across the country, and this warm front will eventually start to lift the temperatures through into the middle part of the week. But for Monday, I think we're looking at a mainly dry start with reasonable sunny spells. Could be some cloud still left across England and Wales from that old weather system, but it'll be breaking up through the course of the day, allowing some sunshine to come through. Then the warm front will bring cloud and rain in across western parts of the country, Ireland getting missed first, and then eventually that'll move into western Scotland and northwest England, parts of Wales and the southwest. Also, with central East areas largely dry with sunny spells. Temperatures on Monday perhaps up to around 14 degrees again. 14 is 57 Fahrenheit, not too bad, but it will be feeling quite cool in the north as these isobars tighten the winds begin to freshen up. Then into Tuesday, we're into this warm sector. We've got a warm sector across the country. The jet stream has gone north, a black line here indicating the jet stream's north of the country. We're in a warm sector with this ridge of high pressure building across the country. We've still got a weather system left for Western Scotland and Northern Ireland. It could be really quite wet there through the course of Tuesday. That could be something that we see throughout the middle part of the week actually. The far northwest may get some really wet conditions, but the bulk of the country will be dry. A cloudy start probably on Tuesday morning because we're into that warm sector, but I think for St George's Day it is looking really quite nice indeed with sun breaking through the cloud, particularly for England, and we're going to see good sunny spells coming through during the afternoon, and the temperatures will lift up in that sunshine. Could well get up to around 16, 17, 18 degrees across England and Wales in particular. 18 is into the mid-60s Fahrenheit, so a really nice day on Tuesday. Wednesday, the high pressure is still dominating, but this area of low pressure is developing to the north of Scotland. We've still got a weather system there, producing cloud and heavy rain probably for northern and western parts of Scotland, maybe just coming down into Northern Ireland. Rest of the country, it's a repeat of Tuesday really. There could be a little bit of low cloud and mist around to start off with, but the sunshine should burn through that, and we should get some really quite decent sunny spells coming through, although probably turning quite wet across the rest of Scotland as a cold front starts to move in later on in the day. Temperatures could be up to 20 degrees in the south on Wednesday. That is 68 Fahrenheit, really very warm and pleasant indeed. But then things will start to change as we move into Thursday. As I said about this at the start of the video, we're going to start to see a cold front moving down across the country, introducing a much colder northerly wind, and Thursday is the day when this happens. So I think for Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England will start Thursday quite a cloudy, wet note. Could be some heavy rain around. England and Wales still mainly fine and dry to start off with. That band of cloud and rain will move southwards, turning increasingly light and patchy with the rain, admittedly, probably not arriving into the far south until late on in the day, but following along behind that band of cloud and rain, there'll be a much colder field with winds going northerly, sunshine and showers turning up in Scotland and Northern Ireland. Those showers could turn wintry over the high ground of Scotland by the end of Thursday afternoon. It could be some snow turning up. Temperatures on Thursday, well, still quite warm in the south, up to around 15 degrees, 16 maybe, so that's 61 Fahrenheit, but in the north much colder, with temperatures for Scotland and Northern Ireland into single figures. And then on Friday we're all into this run of northerly winds. By then the cold front would have cleared the country, so yes, we're looking at a cold and showery day. The showers could be heavy with hail and thunder across England and Wales, sleet or snow, distinct possibility in most showers for Scotland, parts of Northern Ireland and maybe over the Pennines too. Temperatures on Friday much lower. In the north, looking at temperatures just 5 or 6 degrees at best. In the south, barely into double figures, maybe just scraping 10 degrees on the south coast. That's 50 Fahrenheit, but it will certainly feel a lot colder than in the middle part of the week, and there'll be a risk of quite significant frost on Friday night. And as we go into next weekend, we're maintaining that cold flow across the country. Winds, if anything, turning more northeasterly, so the showers could be more for England and Wales, mainly dry patches for Scotland and Northern Ireland under this ridge of high pressure. And don't be surprised, even down across parts of the Midlands, Lincolnshire, to see a little bit of wintriness in those showers next weekend. Temperatures barely into double figures anywhere, with an ongoing risk of night frost. Finally, have a look at the charts of weather outlook. This is the chart for today. It's a super day across the country. Good sunny spells, not particularly warm, but it is a very nice day. Do get out and enjoy it. As we go through into Sunday, well then we've got that weather system moving down from the northwest, so cloud rain for Scotland, Northern Ireland, coming down into Northern England, Wales and the southwest later on, but it does leave the southeast dry, so for the London Marathon runners and observers, you're going to have a nice day, and do enjoy that. As we move through into Monday, well then we've got the warm front coming in to the northwest, producing cloud and mainly light rain actually on Monday, mainly dry for the rest of the country, not as sunny as it will be in the southeast over this weekend, but still a pretty decent day. And then into Tuesday, very nice day. This doesn't show, but we have got that risk of heavy rain for the northwest of Scotland, but the bulk of the country, a very nice day with good sunny spells and warm. We're in a warm sector, so after a cloudy start, sun will burn through the cloud and lift the temperatures possibly up as high as 16, 17, 18 degrees. Could be even warmer on Wednesday, maybe up to 20, possibly possibly at an outside 21, that's 70 Fahrenheit, proper summery type feel. And again, we've got the risk of rain for the north and the west, but the bulk of the country largely dry. Thursday is when weather changes. We bring the cold front down from the north, dropping the temperatures very significantly, and showers eventually over Scotland could turn wintry. By the time we get through to Friday, we're all in a much colder air mass, northerly winds, heavy showers, longer spells of rain, and this doesn't show it, but there will on Friday be a risk of wintry weather over high ground for Scotland, Northern Ireland, and maybe Northern England as well. So in summary, we're looking at a nice weekend, or a nice Saturday anyway. Sunday will go downhill in the northwest, but mainly fine in the southeast. Then into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, very nice conditions. Temperatures becoming increasingly warm, away from the far northwest where it could be very wet, largely dry with sunny spells. From Thursday onwards, it all changes around. The cold front drops down, becomes much colder. Temperatures by Friday barely into double figures anywhere. Heavy showers, hail and thunder for England, Wales. Wintry showers, certainly a distinct possibility with that northerly wind for Scotland. So a lot going on this week, a very interesting week. I'll be keeping you updated about it through the coming week. And don't forget, later on, I'll be doing the first bank holiday weekend forecast for May Day. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.